Hey, it's Zach again from Zach's Mild Adventures, and today, on this beautiful Sunday in late July, I decided to come check out another section of the Wilson Creek area since I'm very unfamiliar with it. And today I'm in the Lost Cove Wilderness Study area, and my goal today is to hike to 3 waterfalls on a big loop, starting with the Timber Ridge Trail and the Mountains of Sea Trail. And right now I just left the parking lot, so you immediately cross Gragg Prong Creek, which lays in front of me, and so far it looks like it's going to be a pretty nice little creek walk. But the goal is to go to Gragg Prong Falls and then Huntfish Falls, and then loop around and try to find Little Lost Cove Creek Falls, which is a little off trail but seems like a pretty easy waterfall to get to from the map. But I've got one thing I'm trying today, brand new. It is my brand new tripod mount for my phone. So my camera is going to be a lot steadier today, and I can also turn around and do this pretty easily with holding the tripod. So you can get better pictures of me, but I'll let you see it for a second. So it's this tiny little mount, and it only costs, I think, $9 on Amazon, and you just screw it on to any sort of tripod you got. So now I can just carry this around and stabilize my video, so hopefully it'll turn out a lot better than my first ones. This is only my second time to the Wilson Creek area, but one thing I've really noticed is if these trails are following creeks, they mean business. A lot of the national forests in North Carolina is pretty easy to cross creeks, but each time I've been here, I've had to get wet crossing creeks. This looks manageable, but this is during a drought, and there's a lot of rocks and the creek's low. As we go downstream, it's going to get bigger and bigger. So if you come to Wilson Creek area, be prepared to get wet. I'm here at the base of Gragg Prong Falls. It's a little confusing to get here. The Mountains to Sea Trail doesn't actually lead to the base. It keeps going downhill wide around this gorge in that direction. I don't know exactly where the Mountains to Sea Trail crosses the creek, but there's a couple side trails that came down to this huge campsite. And I know I'm at the base of this. There's this really awesome cave right here. This is insane how big this is. A rock overhang. But it's a deep pool. But I don't know how to get... There's a lot of people. I don't know if they've screamed in a bit, but I hear a lot of people swimming way up here. So let's see if I can get a good view of this first. Oh, here we go. Man, this cave is awesome. But, alright, looks a lot easier now. This huge rock right here really intimidated me at first, but wow, this is cool. Alright, I think that's the main waterfall. So I've climbed up this huge rock, and it's a lot easier and safer than I thought at first. But man, this is a really, really good spot for exploring, and especially swimming. Because down here, it looks like a really safe swimming hole. And then you have the waterfall. Not as tall as I thought, but I think if it was wet, climbing where those people are would be really dangerous. According to the map, there's only one Gragg Prong Falls, but I just talked to a couple people, and they said there's actually 3 separate waterfalls on this trail, and this is referred to as Middle Gragg Prong Falls. So the previous waterfall was Upper Gragg Prong, And as you can see, super popular swimming area. There's a guy almost submerged to his head at the top of the falls. It looks really cool. So if you want to come swimming, this is your area. Here I am at the top of Lower Gragg Prong Falls, and I definitely remember this from pictures, how steep it looks and the slanted rocks guarding the little gorge. But wow, it looks like a really cool area. Can't wait to get to the bottom, but I might explore a bit up here first. There's actually an upper drop to this, or a separate waterfall. So instead of 3 waterfalls, honestly, if you can see this in the distance, that's about a 25-foot double slide waterfall also, 200 feet upstream. So maybe this is considered part of Lower Gragg Prong Falls, but could also be a separate waterfall, in my opinion. Either way, this Gragg Prong continues to impress. Lots of awesome pools and places to explore. Okay, I've changed my game plan. I went far down the Mountains of Sea Trail, way beyond this waterfall. I mean, it goes at least half mile beyond this, and there's no discernible path down into this really steep, narrow gorge. And it would be a really long creek walk to get to the base. So I think after I eat, take a little break, I'm gonna try to scramble down this side and hopefully not seriously injure myself. But this is the best time to do it. It's really dry. The water's really low, so there's a lot of exposed dry rock. As long as I'm careful, I think I'll be able to get down that no problem. I just have to watch when I get near the water, and because I could slip easily right around this part. And honestly, at that point, I just worry about my camera getting wet. I am definitely excited right now. This was less challenging than I thought, but I had to do a little something to get down here, which was take my shoes off. There was no way my shoes were getting good grip on that rock on that slope. So took them off, let my feet dry out, and it was half foot and half butt crawl, but it wasn't too bad. And I don't think a lot of people get down here. If the rocks are wet, there's no way you're getting down that safely. But this is just a really cool spot at the bottom of Lower Gragg Prong Falls. I just saw a couple people up there and they had no clue how I got down. But this waterfall isn't very high, probably 40 feet, but it's a really awesome area. And just this narrow gorge that it goes through is almost inaccessible. So if you are visiting this waterfall, if it's dry, then take your shoes off and try to get down this. Just taking some video of 2 people I've been hiking near. I coached them on how to get down, so since I couldn't have a video of myself scrambling down, you can watch these 2 go barefoot. So they're using the same technique as me, barefoot until you don't feel safe, and then do a safe butt slide, and you can almost get all the way down, no problem.